Welcome back to another video in a series all about IRL live streaming. Today I'm going to expand on the lessons in the last video where I showed you how to set up Streamer.Bot and control OBS with a few chat commands. This time we're going to place the chat commands with an IRL stream deck. I don't know about you, but I find it a lot easier to tap a button than trying to remember and type the correct command for this or that. Firstly, I'm going to assume you've seen my other videos, so you'll have the same OBS and Streamer.Bot settings that I do. If not, I think you'll be able to follow along, otherwise you can check them out after watching this video in full. Also, based on what we've covered, I'm going to show you how to set up an IRL stream deck that can do the following. Start and stop streaming in OBS, switch to the starting soon, cam 1 privacy and any soon scenes in OBS, and activate a channel point redemption. That should cover the basics of what you need to get started and the knowledge to take it further. Let's go. Open Streamer.Bot and navigate to this tab along the top for integrations and the Streamer.Bot website. Log in to authorize the Streamer.Bot app and website with your Discord account. In a browser window, open the Streamer.Bot website, navigate to the purple button along the top right to sign in with your Discord. After you've logged in, there'll be a new drop-down menu. From the list, select Decks, create a new deck and tap on the new one top left to make changes. The next step is to connect the new deck to the Streamer.Bot app. Then go to Deck Options or this cogwheel button along the top right. A dialog box should open on the General tab where you can set Remote Connect to enabled, then save. The info along the top should change from a disconnected red icon to a green connected icon. If it's still disconnected, go back to the Streamer.Bot app, then this tab along the top for Servers, Clients. Set Auto Start to enabled, and then Start Server. If it hasn't connected by itself, open the cogwheel, double check Remote Connect is set to enabled, then save. And you should now have access to all the actions you made from last time. So let's add a button to replace the chat command we used to change scenes in OBS to the starting soon scene, which was !starting. Tap on the plus icon in any of these empty squares. A dialog box for edit items should open on the General tab. For the button type, leave it on Action. For action, you can look for an action in Streamer.Bot or start typing the name of one like Start. Below the General tab along the side, you'll find another one for Button's appearance. For text, type Start. For background color, tap on the text to bring up a color picker, then tap on the text again to apply the changes. Hopefully they'll fix this because there's a bit of a glitch. Ideally, you'd simply paste a new color without opening the color picker. Text color is pretty self-explanatory, and for icon, this link here opens a new browser tab where you can search and use an icon for your button. Simply copy the icon name and paste the link into the text field. And that should do for this button, so tap on Save to close the dialog. For now there's too many buttons, and we can change that with the cogwheel along the top. For General, change the name to something meaningful like IRL Live. For scaling, change columns to 3. For styles, background color affects the launched version of your deck page. You can change that here. Grid gap and padding affects the space between buttons and the entire grid, but the default values are fine, so you can leave these as is. For security, you can make one of these available to everyone or leave it on private, which is what I recommend. And for user access, you can make a separate version of your IRL stream deck for mods and people you trust to control parts of your live stream like triggering alerts, muting music in OBS while you're talking, and more. Just add their full Discord username with discriminator like in this example right over here. But be careful with this one because with great power comes great responsibility. Save and close and you're almost done. Repeat the steps from earlier to add buttons to change the cam 1, privacy and any scenes in OBS. And repeat for the alert example redemption we set up from last time. This was all made easier because we did all the groundwork from creating the actions and chat commands to be used as buttons on an IRL stream deck. You can use one or the other, whatever works for you. The next step is to add your IRL stream deck to a T-Test chat support app like this one right over here. An app like this one pulls all your IRL live streaming tools into one place like a preview of your stream, activity feed and more. So make sure you check that one out, or maybe this other video YouTube thinks you'll enjoy. And remember to like and subscribe if you found this video helpful because no one eats the eggplant, okay?